Yes, Lisa and I have spoken in great lengths as to how to continue to support. Yeah. And I think particularly at this time, we need more support than ever. Yeah. So I feel like if I just go bush, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is serving the needs of others. So fortunately with kinesiology, we can do distant healing or distant kinesiology. Yeah. I wouldn't say healing because I don't call myself a healer. The person that's receiving the healing or receiving the treatment is the one doing their own healing. The great thing about what I do is that I don't actually need to be physically with you in order for you to do that work. Yeah. We've talked about the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body, the spiritual body. So I work in kinesiology and in my pranic healing on the other bodies a lot of the time. So like you just said a minute ago, when we have an emotion that's we've stored, we haven't processed, we're in that process at the moment, that can have a physical, or does have a physical effect on has an effect on our physical bodies, what I'm trying to say. Yeah. With everything that's going on at the moment, we are not in our normal selves. A lot of us are up and down with that.
And the other thing from a kinesiology perspective is what's going on now, the fear in us can trigger things that have happened to us in the past.
That's true.
So if we've been through a fearful time before where we felt a lack of anything, or that our health might be compromised, or people, perhaps you've had someone in your life pass away and so now you're concerned that that might happen again. Yes. So it's not always to do with this current scenario, is it could be to do with it just triggering something from your past.
Definitely not. Yeah. But I have a lot of clients booked in over the next few weeks that are coming to me not for this. Yeah. But I still want to serve those clients for those needs, and I can do that. I can do that.
But even your clients that are coming in for other things, right now everything's heightened, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's about bringing the body back into balance. Yeah. And I think I said that last week about bringing the body back into balance so that we have the access to making the right decisions. We have access to not feeling all fuddled and, muddled and and a bit like, being able to make life decisions, because I think at the moment we're making some big lifestyle changes, and I think the universe has a funny way of saying, right guys, now's the time.
Absolutely.
So remote, what this looks like, remote kinesiology and remote pranic healing. So before, in a normal session, I sit with my clients for about half an hour and we go through a very thorough intake. And then I'll put the client on the table and I'll muscle test and work out where the imbalances are based upon what we've talked about. Yeah. So I will be doing exactly the same thing, except the person won't be physically with me. We'll do a Skype call to work out and do the intake. So for new clients, I'll do a brand new intake and I'll fill it all in while I'm talking. For existing clients that I'm already seeing, again, I've got all that intake, but I'll do the follow-up with that. And then I will put the client on, I'll hang up the session and I'll etherically put the client on the table and do the testing on myself as the surrogate. Yeah. So in kinesiology, we can surrogate the client. I often, a lot of the times I have in the past worked with little babies or little children where mum will step in and be the body and I will work on mum for the child. So mum surrogates for the child. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so while you're doing that work as a client, I'm just sitting in my own house.
So I will give instructions to my clients to, when we hang up the call, to go and, not go and mow the lawns or do anything crazy. Go and relax, have some time out, go and make a cup of tea, just take it easy. And fortunately or unfortunately, we are in our home, so it's easier. Yeah. And to receive the treatment, and I will obviously be writing notes, as I do in clinic anyway, as to what comes up and what the corrections are that I'm doing for that person. So then I will call the person after the treatment and say, right, this is what's come up, and this is what I've adjusted, and then as usual, I will follow up 24 hours later. So
excellent.
It's exactly the same.
Great. What about the essences as well?
Okay, so if essences, so
or
often,
anything that tests up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in kinesiology, we find an imbalance.
Yeah.
And then we ask the body what it needs to correct that imbalance. Now, it could be a crystal, it could be a tuning fork, it could be some points on the body, it could be acupressure, it could be a flower essence.
Yeah.
So we'll test out. I'll do that in the normal way. Now, if a flower essence tests up, then we'll organise to, well, if they need it during the session, I'll have to work that out in the session. But if they need it ongoingly, then I'll just post it out.
Yeah.
Or through the shop.
And that's a good point and reminder too, that if at this point the shop is open, hopefully it will remain open, but even if it doesn't, you can call up, and we are already doing quite a number of deliveries or curbside pickup. And for those that don't know what that means, you call me, I get it all together, you pay over the phone, and then I just bring it out to your car, so you'll just be waiting outside in your car. We're more than happy for any of that, but even if it did come to lockdown, we can still provide you with what you need.
Correct, and we can still do treatments.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is amazing. It really is amazing.
Yeah.
And we're pretty blessed actually.
Yeah.
On that, with the bookings, the bookings is just
just
to mention the normal bookings for me, and you go to our website,
healthboutique.com.au.
Yes.
And then
book in, and then how are you going to be doing the payments?
Yeah, so then we'll call you to
do it over the phone.
Payment. Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Easy peasy. And if anyone's got any questions and they want to talk to me privately, that's absolutely fine too. I think my number's on the website.
Yeah.
Under me. So does that answer everything? Yeah.
Hopefully. If you have any more questions, please give us a call or Naareda, and we're more than happy to assist.
Yeah. Stay safe.
Yeah.